everybody. So I am the one that's going to start today because I am the one whose chips have been down a lot. So I'm going to flash back. Actually, a year ago today, I had a life-changing event. I lost my job. And before that, for like a month or two before that, I was going through a depression. So then I go into work after being out, and 3 days later, unexpectedly, I lose my job. And I am just beside myself. My chips were down. Now, I had sisters in Christ. I had family and friends that came alongside me. But the thing is, this is the person that had to live with me day in and day out. And so he was there to build me up regardless of what I was going through. So my question to you today is, how do you treat your significant other when the chips are down? I'm Denise.
And I'm Ethan.
And this is the next episode in our series, Secrets for a Healthy, Happy Marriage. And we're calling it When the Chips Are Down. So life isn't easy. You guys know that. And things are going to happen, and we don't always know why. God does allow circumstances into our life, and we have to just turn to Him and trust Him. But we also need that support. So it's how we approach it and how we deal with it and how we overcome it. And that's where our spouse comes in.
Look, guys, and I'm speaking to the men here because, I don't know, I'm a guy, it's a lot easier. We can't always fix the situation that our spouses are going through or that they're currently in. And, you know, even though as much as we want to take away that pain or that hurt, as I did, you know, either a year ago or even recently, just this week, Denise was dealing with some really troubling stuff, you know, whether it be with the people closest to us at times or with workplaces. It can be tough. And as much as I want to take that hurt and that pain away, I can't. And sometimes she has to go through these things. And what I've learned is that we have to allow each other to go through stuff. And the way for us to come alongside that person isn't trying to fix that situation. Sometimes it's just listening. And most of the time, we can't fix that situation. And another thing, because Denise and I are both Christians, we believe that God will use whatever situation it is, no matter how good or bad it is, He'll use it for our good. Romans chapter 8, verse 28 says, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him and who have been called according to His purpose." So those times where, like, when I see Denise in tears and I'm ready to explode on the inside, and I see her treated unfairly or unjustly or treated crappy by people that I don't believe care about her, I have to get away from that, because I realize that whatever situation that she is in, God is going to use that for her good, her glory, and her benefit, because it says, for the good of those who love Him. And I know Denise loves Jesus. It's evident in her life. It's evident in how she treats me, because I knew Denise before she was really walking with the Lord, and she was a different person. And I'm not knocking her. She was a lot more self-centered, and she's not now. But we all are.
Right.
Sweetie, we all are. When we don't put God at the center of our lives, we become our own gods, and that's a big problem. So once Denise started walking right and really turning it over to the Lord and becoming an example for everybody that knows her and that's around her, she became less self-centered. But what that taught me is that I have to let her go through things. Another thing, fellas, that we can do other than, you know, being supportive and allowing them to go through that situation is not to pile on. So often, and I'm guilty of this in the past, she'd bring up something like, say something happened at work or somewhere, and I would instantly go right into tearing up that situation, and, you know, and not intentionally doing this, but in effect making her rehash what she was going through. There's a saying in the Marines that says, good initiative, bad judgment. Well, my initiative was good, because my initiative was based on, you know, I want to support her and show her that I'm angry with her, but my judgment or my motives were bad because it didn't have the effect I wanted. What the effect is that it just continually put that situation back in her lap or in her plate or in her hands, and she had to deal with it. And now not only did she have to deal with it, she had to deal with me getting angry at the situation. So don't pile on. Just listen. And listening means shutting up. Listening means it equals less talk. don't try to fix the situation either. Let your spouse go through it. And that doesn't mean you're not supportive. Be supportive. Piling on makes it worse. And so you just want to make sure you listen and always apply biblical truth to the situation, because truth conquers any injustice, any wrongs, and it covers everything. Truth and love. And that's how I would, say to go about it.
And I got to tell you guys, his support last year and his support even these last few days, my life, I couldn't have more joy. It doesn't mean my circumstances are always joyful, but it means that I know of God's promise, and I know that I've got this guy by my side, and I know that he listens and that he loves me, and he's doing these videos with me. And I do have one more thing I have to say that is not related to this.
I'm saying
I'll let you
this.
say it.
Yo, this is the best haircut. And I don't know, can we say names on Facebook?
You can.
Facebook? Well, you
Missy.
can. Yeah, no,
Missy.
all right. I didn't
Missy
know if
is
it's
Simply
appropriate.
Irresistible. She did my hair today. She
Yo,
watches my videos
stunning!
and said, "You never do your hair for those videos." And I'm like, "No, I usually don't even wear makeup." But so she did. I got my hair colored today, so she did a gorgeous job. So if you need a hairdresser in your local, you can ask me for information on that. But I like to look good for him, though. So.
And I promised to my a couple of my buddies that are out there probably wondering why I'm in a dress shirt, I will have my token Coca-Cola shirt back on at some point in the series.
So thank you guys so much for being part of this today. God bless you and have a great day.
Love you all. Take